For unto us a child is born.
I am so excited for audiences to get the chance to see who He Rules the World. Let's start off maybe and just, tell me about how this came to fruition, kind of like from idea to composing and then able to be something that the entire family can enjoy together.
In 2018, Christmas time 2018, I took my daughter to go see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And it was down in San Antonio. And so we drove from Waco to San Antonio, just she and I. And that show was great. It was fantastic. Lights and lasers, smoke, LED, pyrotechnics, big guitar solos, all of that is everything that you would want in a big spectacle of a concert. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, this is really great. This is so much fun. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Well, I could do that. And then, yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, why am I not doing this? And so that really turned into some frustration for me. And it didn't take away from how great their show is, because I absolutely love it. And I'd go back and see it over and over again. And so when I left that evening, I was thinking to myself, well, what can I do to put myself in that space? And in what way do I want to do it? And the thing that jumped out to me the most is, even though that their show is a Christmas themed show, it's just that, it's Christmas themed. It's not really a Christmas show. It's about the spirit of Christmas, and they reference Christmas time and all of that, but it really doesn't have anything to do with biblical Christmas per se. And so I set out to tell the story of Christ and do it in a way that would speak to me. And that's really where He Rules the World came from. And so I took 2019 over about a 6-month period of time and wrote 15 out of the 16 songs in the show, 17 songs in the show, but who's counting? Wrote 16 out of the 17 songs in about a 6-month period of time. And with the idea that, hey, we are actually going to sing from the perspective of the participants, and you're going to hear from Mary, you're going to hear from Joseph, the angel Gabriel, the wise men. You're going to hear Herod's frustrations and his plans to try to kill the child and see where that goes. So that's He Rules the World. That's where that came from.
And I love that, something that you took your daughter to. Jen, talk to me about how it's something that is a fantastic tool that any age can see and enjoy and spark conversation.
Yes. We also have a 9-year-old, and at the time that I was first introduced to He Rules the World, she was 6. And I'm very selective about what type of entertainment I will take her to, and age-appropriate entertainment options that are, high quality, fun, engaging, can be hard to come by. And when I heard He Rules the World for the first time, I just immediately, I could just picture myself sitting in a theater, listening to this music with her by my side and surrounded by other families. And I felt like, this is something that I would take my daughter to year after year after year. And I know that there are other parents out there like me who are looking for that same, high quality entertainment that we can all feel good about. And it's something, I think, there is music in He Rules the World for all ages. The older generations are gonna recognize a lot of influences from bands that they grew up with, like Styx and Steely Dan and Tom Petty. And the younger kids are gonna find themselves humming along to familiar Christmas melodies that they know. We performed this in 2022 for the first time, and teenagers can be very hard to impress. And we had a 12-year-old boy come out of the theater, and he was like, man, this is the best concert I've ever been to. And he's like, and people have got to come see the keytar. I was like, if we got praise out of a 12-year-old boy, we are doing something right.
Well, and like you mentioned, it's got all this fun and important music in it, but maybe could you tell me a little bit about the other elements that you work into the show as well too, with the visuals and lights, and it's fully immersive experience.
Yeah, that's part of it. We want people to be engaged the entire time that we're there. So in between most of the songs, we have an animated portion, and we're working with a great animator out of just outside of London, Adam, with Wonder Story, and he created this great tapestry of visuals for us to help move the story along. So it's kind of you know, in a geeky kind of way, and I go into that space quite often. So bear with me here. So it's almost like recitative and aria in opera. Okay, so the recitative moves the story forward, and then when the singer stands and delivers the aria, what they're doing is they're expressing the emotion of what they're feeling at that moment in the story. And so that's what we're doing on stage with the songs, is we are expressing the emotion of the moment, but the animation is what moves the story to the next spot. And then you hear from the people in that moment. And so that's really cool. And then of course having really cool light show and all that doesn't hurt either. So.
And during those animated portions, there's narration, and that's the part that Kevin Sorbo narrates, and he's got a wonderful voice for that.